Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a reading for you. This is in the wake of the new moon in Gemini, which had a lot of impact in terms of old lifestyles, old habits, old storylines that you're closing out in preparation for something new. So this may feel like a lot of lessons or energy coming from your past that's informing you in this reset that we're all experiencing right now. For the Oracle card, I pulled the Peace card. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. This feels like a powerful reset for you. I feel like this is coming after a lot of challenges or difficulties, or perhaps an awkward or uncomfortable position that you felt yourself in for a while. It almost feels as though you've been on the outside of something, but you've learned to recognize the opportunities that you've gained, the opportunities for releasing negative attitudes, perhaps vengeful, petty, or spiteful attitudes towards others, or to be resilient as a result of those kinds of attitudes being leveled toward you. And these are the pieces clarified by the High Priestess and the Star. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like this is a lot about the past, a lot about gaining a sense of being in the right place at the right time, understanding that the past may have been difficult, you may have stood out in some way, but you've recognized that that difficult period, this can be some kind of both things are true. A difficult childhood where you experienced a vision of the way things can work in a better world. So even where there was difficulty in the past, I believe you had powerful protection and inspiration by perhaps parents or siblings, or the experiences were balanced out in a powerful way. And this really did feed a sense that this was part of your wisdom, the self-knowledge that you accumulated throughout these experiences led you to a sense of clarity, of being in the right place, of being available to those who needed your help, but only as they came to appreciate you. In the present, the Eight of Cups. So I'm getting some different stories here. The Eight of Cups is talking about the strength, the positive energy, the courage you've gained as a result of navigating these relationships. And these relationships, again, feel fundamental. This can be about work experience for those of you that have strong career activity, advancement, and see your work as an extension of your family or vice versa. But this can also be about your family or community where you've learned all you can learn. You're ready to move on to something more significant, something that defines you, something that gives you meaning. And that's, you understand the key to your own personal fulfillment. This is less about fitting yourself into a community or a set of long-term relationships, but more about gaining personal satisfaction, achieving something that aligns with what you feel to be your purpose. And this is about active ambition in some level, which in and of itself may be a little different for some of you. In the past, the Page of Pentacles, I think you saw yourself in past environments as the one who had to learn, the student, the one who was willing to do the work to make things work. This feels as though you may have been treated or infantilized in some ways in a family system, or you started your professional career track at the ground level, in the mailroom, at the front desk. Whatever it is, you started at the bottom and made yourself available to learn whatever needed to be learned, whatever aspects of that that would lead to your success and your abundance. This is really playing into the part of you, Cancer, that craves security, and material security is about that as well. So a clear understanding that you needed basic functional comforts around you to be able to function at all. And in the future, the Eight of Pentacles, another eight. So you are currently improving yourself. You're working towards some kind of success, the completion of a project, using all of your resources at your command, understanding that your ability to succeed and finish a project has a lot to do with your sense of personal development, personal growth, maturity, and that you're now in a position to complete something that has eluded you or evaded you. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Cancer, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much for that. Let's get a couple of cards for the Page of Pentacles. So I see the Lovers here and the Ace of Swords. The Eight of Cups in the present is clarified by the World card. And the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles I see, I'm going to take that. Ten of Cups, rather, I see. There's been powerful connection, soul connection in your reading for some time here. And I see that connection even in your past. This can be a choice that you made that has led you or helped you to recognize your own truth, to accept yourself. The choice, it feels like a choice in a relationship. It can also be a choice of career, of home, of community, one in which you recognized the choice that was in resonance with your own truth. And I'm understanding that to be relationships or a soul bond that saw you for who you were, recognized your intelligence, believed a vision was shared between you and them. And this is not just a significant partner as in a spouse. This can be a business partner. This can be your friendships as well. So you have a unique ability to recognize truth in a variety of people that may have, like you, experienced some kind of exclusion, some kind of uniqueness or eccentricity, some kind of difference that marked you in a way that you have, that has shaped your loved ones, your connections, those you recognize as being part of your aligned to you spiritually. In the present, the Eight of Cups is clarified by the World and the Two of Cups. So here we are again. It feels like the closing of certain kinds of relationships for you, certain kinds of connections and bonds. So you have, I believe, experienced a fairly even conventional relationship with family, community. You've been safe, comfortable, but there is an advancement to your most significant relationships. There is a growth. There's some kind of acknowledgement, some kind of reward for the long haul, sticking with it. Your partner can be achieving some kind of recognition or acclaim, but this is something that is shared between you and is preparing you for some kind of shift in your lifestyle, which in turn will affect your relationship. I think this is for the better. I think this is finding safety in that kind of public recognition that you are perhaps experiencing now, and understanding that it is not a be all or end all in itself, that you are actually preparing to move on to a different experience, a different kind of commitment to this can be something like retirement or a major change in your career or your effort or a major lifestyle shift, perhaps moving to another location, traveling. And in the future, the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands. I think you're moving into this work that you're doing, into this discipline, this way of building up, working towards the completion of this success that you're experiencing. The visibility, it begins to generate more work for many of you. So the reset that you're experiencing, the acknowledgement that you're gaining is actually generating more opportunities that you are devoting yourself to. You're vetting them, you're considering them, but more than that, you are preparing for them. And that is an increase in your own skills, an identification again with your protected community, your loved ones. The Ten of Cups often relates to the happily ever after. And I feel like there is a sense of resilience and resourcefulness in those that you identify as your community, your clan, your family, your team, even. So this is about the community that is open to change, that is open and resilient to challenges that exist in the world. That there is no defeat, there is no end, because there is protection here. There is attention to the range of experiences, not just the happy ones, but the difficult ones as well. This community is bonded together in support of all of its members, and you give joyfully to learning about this community and participating in it in some way. I'm going to finish this reading with a Language of Flowers card, and I pulled the Peruvian lily, and the key word here is strength. More effort will get you what you want. Yeah, I think that's what you're seeing as the opposite sign of Capricorn. Sometimes you do display much of that discipline, work ethic, clarity around the necessity for comfort and stability in your life. So thank you for this reading, Cancer. Until next time, namaste.